Hello guys, in this video we are going to see about ANOVA testing in Excel. I have taken the crop dataset for the analysis. In this dataset, density, block, fertilizer are the independent variables and yield is the dependent variable. Density denotes the planting density with two different categories. One indicates low density and two indicates high density. Block denotes the planting location in the field with four different categories, namely 1, 2, 3, 4. Fertilizer denotes the type of fertilizer used. It is also a categorical variable with four different categories, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yield is the dependent variable. The yield of the crop depends on these independent variables. First, let's see the implementation of one-way ANOVA. So in this example, whether there is any difference in the yield based on the fertilizer type. So our first step is we have to frame null hypothesis as well as alternate hypothesis. So in this example, our null hypothesis is there is no difference in the average yield for any fertilizer type. Whereas our alternate hypothesis is there is difference in the average yield for any fertilizer type. In order to perform the ANOVA testing in Excel, we have to restructure this data. So here the yield for four different types of fertilizer is given in a single column. So we have to create four different columns for the yield based on the fertilizer type. So let me select the yield of the fertilizer 1, copy this and paste it in a new column in a new sheet. So let me give the column name as fertilizer 1. So similarly I have to copy the yield for fertilizer type 2 and paste it in the second column. Let me give the column name as fertilizer 2. Now let me select the data for fertilizer type 3 and paste it in a new column. So let me name the column name as fertilizer 3. So now our data is ready for the one-way ANOVA analysis. Click data analysis on the data tab. From data analysis pop-up, choose ANOVA single factor. So under input range, select the range of all column data. So grouped by, choose columns. So here I have chosen the data along with the column names. So check this labels in first row. So Excel have used the default value of alpha as 0.05. Now click OK. So the results will be displayed in a new tab. So we have got the results for one-way ANOVA analysis. So we can find the count sum average variance of three different fertilizer types. Also we can see the p-value obtained. So here the p-value is 0.0007, which is less than 0.05. So since the p-value is less than 0.05, we can reject the null hypothesis and we can accept the alternate hypothesis. So as the result of this one-way ANOVA testing, we can come to a conclusion that there is difference in the average yield based on the fertilizer type. Now let's see the implementation of two-way ANOVA. So using this example, we can test three hypotheses using two-way ANOVA. So the first hypothesis is we can check whether there is any difference in the average yield based on the fertilizer type. The second hypothesis is we can check whether there is any difference in the average yield based on the planting density. And the third hypothesis is we can check whether there is any interaction effect between the planting density and fertilizer type on average yield. So in order to proceed this, we have to frame three null hypotheses as well as three alternate hypotheses. So our first null hypothesis is there is no difference in the average yield for any fertilizer type. whereas the alternate hypothesis is there is difference in the average yield by fertilizer type. So our second null hypothesis is there is no difference in average yield based on planting density, whereas alternate hypothesis is there is difference in average yield based on planting density. A third null hypothesis is the effect of one independent variable on average yield does not depend on the effect of other independent variable. There is no interaction between planting density and fertilizer type on average yield, whereas the alternate hypothesis is there is an interaction effect between planting density and fertilizer type on average yield. Now let's see how to implement two-way ANOVA using Excel. So this is the raw data collected. So in order to implement two-way ANOVA in Excel, we have to restructure this data. So now for this analysis, we are going to consider two independent variables, namely density as well as fertilizer. So density is having two categories namely 1 and 2, whereas fertilizer is having three different categories, namely 1, 2, 3. Select the column names of this data and from the data tab, select this filter. So once you choose this filter, select the feature density. So sort this from smallest to largest. So click sort from smallest to largest and click OK. So now we can see the data has been sorted based on the feature density. So since density is having two categories, namely 1 and 2, all the data will be sorted based on this category type of density. So now we can find for density 1 for the fertilizer type 1 what is the yield provided. So now choose this data. So we are choosing the data which belongs to the fertilizer type 1 and density type 1. So choose this data and paste it here. Let me name the column name as fertilizer 1 for density type 1. So this data represents the yield based on the density type 1 and fertilizer 1. So similarly, copy the yield for fertilizer type 2 and density 1. So naming this column name as fertilizer 2. So next choose the yield for fertilizer type 3 and density 1. So now we have to choose the yield based on the planting density 2 and different fertilizer type. So initially let me choose the data for fertilizer type 1 and planting density 2. Okay, so let me give the header name as density 2. Now choose the data for fertilizer type 2 and density 2 and paste it here. Now choose the data for fertilizer type 3 and density 2. So now we have restructured this data. So now data is readily available. So now we can go for the analysis. So from the data tab, choose the data analysis and select ANOVA 2 factor with replication. So once you give OK, so this tab will be displayed. So initially you have to choose the input range. So choose all the data. Okay. So the next thing is how to give the rows per sample. So for each sample, for each fertilizer type and density, what is the total number of sample available? So in this data, so I have 16 rows per sample. For each sample, I have 16 rows. So the value to be given for this rows per sample is 16. So based on the data you are using, this value will be varied. So by default, Excel have chosen the alpha value as 0.05. Once the data has been given, so click OK. So you can find the result in a new tab. You can find the summary based on the features you have used, and you can find the p-value. So this indicates the p-value of the feature density. So you can see the p-value for feature density is 0.000186, which is less than 0.05. So we can reject this null hypothesis, the second null hypothesis, and accept this alternate hypothesis. So which implies that there is difference in the average yield by planting density. Now let's check the results for the fertilizer type. Again, the p-value for fertilizer type is 0.0002, which is less than 0.05. So we can reject the null hypothesis. We can reject the null hypothesis and we can accept this alternate hypothesis, which implies that there is difference in the average yield by fertilizer type. So now let's check the p-value for the interaction effect. So here the p-value is greater than 0.05. So we can accept the null hypothesis. So we can accept this null hypothesis for the third hypothesis we have framed. So which implies that there is no interaction effect between the planting density and fertilizer type on average yield. So as a result of this two-way ANOVA analysis, we can come to a conclusion that there is difference in average yield by fertilizer type. Also, there is difference in average yield by planting density, whereas there is no interaction effect between the planting density and fertilizer type on average yield. That's all. Thank you.